Bonjour, je m'appelle Emil, je suis joueur de hockey. J'aime beaucoup Montréal. J'ai un lancer
Foudroyant.
foudroyant.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a tough one.
Hey, Emil.
Hello.
Hello. I'm getting used to saying hey because it's the way people say hi here in Stockholm, in Sweden, obviously, but it's not the same approach as in.
A little bit different, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit different, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Obviously, wanted to gather with you today and have a little Fika. So this is the way it's called here. Can you explain me a little what Fika means and how important is it here in Sweden?
I mean, it's such a big deal where you have a coffee and like some treat or something, some cake, and pretty much do it like a few times a day. Like you have afternoon fika, you have before lunch fika. So it's a big deal and it's great. I love it.
So now we're after breakfast, but before lunch. So I was told to bring something sweet. I don't know if you're up to it, but I was told it's something pretty good here. Yeah, cinnamon buns.
Yes.
So you want to share one with me?
I'll have one.
We'll try one. So here you go.
Nice.
So let's try this. Les petits rouleaux à la cannelle. That's pretty good. With a bit of coffee. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Good mix.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about Sweden, because obviously you come from Leksand, which is 3 hours from here. It's a bit like Montreal and Quebec City. I don't know if you know where I'm going there,
Yep.
but there's a big rivalry between Montreal and Quebec. Is there the same kind of rivalry between Stockholm and Leksand?
Especially between Djurgården, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Since they're been in the second league last few years, it's not been there, but especially now when they moved up this year, it will be they're moving the games into Avichi Arena this year because all the fans. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal for sure.
You grew up in this area in Leksand, and family, friends that are joining you here for the tournament. How fun is it to share the experience with them?
It's unreal, actually. To be honest, like when it's so far for them to come over to watch, we love it when they do. But obviously, when you can bring more of your friends and family together and make them all go here. Makes a difference, and especially now with like the Swedish fans and like being closer at home makes it special for sure.
Yeah, do you come here often during the off season? Is it important for you to always come back?
I would say so, yeah. To especially meet family, because family for me is a really big deal, and so that's been a big part of me coming back, just to see all my brothers, all my grandparents, and all that is big for me to go see them when I come back here.
So was it a big adjustment for you to leave them and go to North America to start your career, or you were dedicated to that right away?
I mean, you're dedicated for sure to come over and all that. But obviously, saying goodbye was tough at start. Now my second year felt more natural and was easier that way. So the first year for me, like first time ever leaving Leksand, pretty much, was tough. But as soon as just pretty much the goodbye, to be honest, like when you're leaving the family behind, but when I got to Montreal, like everything felt so simple and like smooth transition. So it was pretty good, even though it was far from home.
How much does Montreal compare when it comes to the lifestyle between Sweden and Montreal? Because one thing I noticed from being here for a week now is that I see a lot of people taking time to slow down, taking time to enjoy. Is it something you keep when you go to North America?
Yeah. Since I'm from like a really small town here in Sweden, so like the lifestyle of just like big city compared to that is big, but obviously both me and my girlfriend, when we got over there, we're from Leksand, and like we're not used to the high tempo of the big city, but we're kind of good on going out for coffee on days off, and just like have the easy mindset of just not being too stressed of anything else. Just take it day by day and have a good one.
When you're away, what do you miss the most? Obviously family and friends, but are there any things that you can't have the same thing when you're in North America or in Montreal, and that you miss while you're away?
It's not that much, actually. It's kind of similar in that way. Like, I would say some food stuff that you can have over there. That's been real nice to have again, but it's not a lot, actually, because you have a lot of good restaurants. You still have like nature to go to in Montreal, and obviously hockey is a big deal, so it's not that much difference, actually.
So it compares pretty well.
It compares pretty well, yeah.
Now that you turned pro with the Montreal Canadiens in the NHL, how much do you feel you grew as a hockey player, obviously, but also as a human being?
No, first of all, when I said left for Montreal this year, it made it way easier to know that I already had a year in Montreal, and Laval helped a lot, like knowing what I'm going to, knowing all the people, and made it way easier that way. But obviously throughout the year, dealing with a lot of games, it's a new way of playing, and like it's like pressure and high like you have to fight for a spot pretty much every day. So that made me, like, I took a lot of steps as a person too with that way, and as a hockey player, to know that you have to fight for your spot pretty much every day, and it was a different type of learning how to learn how to play in the league. That made me grow, especially.
Who helps you the most when it comes to helping you building your confidence? Obviously it comes from you, but do you have any good people you can rely on the team?
I mean, big parts, it would actually be my line mates, Jake and Army, that helped me, especially with certain situations out there that you have to deal with to be reliable out there, and just helped me get into the league pretty much. Army, especially early on, was a few games in, like, along the blue lines, that he said, like, this is a big part of the game over here, that if you want to stay in the league, you have to be good along the blue lines. Pretty much all year they've been helping me, mentoring me, so they've been a big part, for sure.
Just to finish on the lighter side, you said you're trying obviously to stay connected to Sweden when you're away. Is there any music you like? Because I've been listening a bit to try to get up to speed, but is there any music, Swedish music, you stay connected to?
Well, obviously the usual old ones. But I'm actually more of a podcast guy.
Yeah? Okay. Nice.
You listen to a lot of podcasts.
All the RDS podcasts, right?
Exactly.
No, you can give me a few examples.
There's a few Swedish ones that just like to, just the way, like we talked, the calmness of having podcasting, listen to a podcast, to walk to the rink or drive to the rink to kind of calm yourself down or stuff like that. So that's been I usually do that, actually.
Before I turn to the final part of the interview, obviously the Avichi Arena, I know Avichi had a big success here. Is it something meaningful for Swedish people to the legacy that he left musically?
Yeah, he's is a big part of pretty much every Swede. Like you notice how like we listen still to a lot of Avichi music and like the legacy he left. It's a big part of Sweden itself.
I'd like to finish with something funny with you because I guess your French must be okay, but it's probably better than my Swedish. So what do you say? You say a few words in French, I say a few words in Swedish, and we try to learn. Okay.
Sounds good.
So first of all, you have this here. So this is pretty easy. It's I'm Emil. I'm a hockey player.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Emil. Je suis joueur de hockey.
Nice. That's pretty good. So my turn. Hey, good morgon. Jag heter Patrick. Jag är journalist. Not bad?
Very good.
Okay. You're Swedish?
Je suis suédois.
Yes. Du är svensk. Jag är kanadensare. Not bad?
Not bad.
Okay, great.
Very good.
Your turn now. You love Montreal?
I don't know how to say the first one with like just a J.
J'aime.
J'aime. Okay.
J'aime beaucoup Montréal.
J'aime beaucoup Montréal.
Yeah, you love Montreal a lot. Jag gillar verkligen Sverige.
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 Yeah.
Sverige, okay. Jag gillar verkligen Sverige. Nice, okay. You have a rocket of a shot. J'ai un lancer foudroyant.
Foudroyant.
Foudroyant, yeah, it's like a rocket. It zips in the net like your goal.
J'ai un lancer
Foudroyant.
foudroyant.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one. This one is tough too. Du har ett kraftfullt skott. Yeah?
Very good. Very good.
Il a un lancer foudroyant, mesdames, messieurs. Hockey World Championship.
Championnat du monde de hockey.
Yes. Hockey. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Yeah. Hockey Varsmastercup. Yeah, okay.
Very good.
Not too bad.
Merci.
So, merci, thank you. Tack. So, tack, Emil.
Very good.
Thank you for this little Fika. And thank you for welcoming me here in Sweden.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for your time.